Hello and welcome back to Tanya's Beauty Box. I am Tanya and today we're getting blushed and highlighted. Well, we're not actually putting it on, but I'm going to share with you what's in my blush and highlighter drawer. And here that drawer is chock full of blushes and highlighters, and I wanted to share that with you. Today's lippy is from Juvia's Place, and it's in the color Nefertari. It's a matte. It's a matte red, and I have on a red, black, and gold top to kind of tie everything in together. So let's move on, shall we? I have a brief little review on these Cream Shop cleansing towelettes that I got in my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. I think I got it for June, May or June. I just now broke them open and they are okay. They're not the most saturated with product. The towelette is okay. It's nothing that I would buy again. You get 20 wipes in here, and I think the price was between $5 and $7. But they're okay, which is why I brought them out, because I don't mind using them to remove swatches if I do any. During this video, I won't be upset about it because I want to use it primarily for my face. So yeah, these are good for swatches, and it did get off my liquid lipstick from yesterday. That was from, I don't remember, but I was wearing a liquid, from Anastasia Beverly Hills and Heather's. I had on that liquid lipstick, and it did get that off with no problem. But yeah, I'm not really, this is nothing that I will repurchase or purchase on my own. So I'm glad I got to try them in the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, and they're squishy, so you think they're really juicy, but they're not. But they're still better than the IT cosmetic wipes that I had purchased from QVC. So if I had to rank them, this would be ahead of the IT cosmetic wipes. I have a microfiber towel that I got in a 3-pack from Walmart years ago, and I figured that would help out with removing some swatches as well if I chose to do some. But let's get into this as much as possible. I'm not sure if I'm going to get through everything today, but we'll see how far we get through this. It might be a part 2 to this particular video, but let's get started. The very first one I want to show you is from LYS, and it is their Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Brush and Empower. This is the color, and I'll do a little swatch. This is the color here, and this is the color on the skin. So it's a beautiful deep pink, deep mauvey pink. Great for my skin tone. I really like it. And I'm just using a dry microfiber towel to move that. Okay, from Milani, this is Sunset Beach, and this is a orangey peach blush that I, as you can see, have hit pan on and really have enjoyed over the years. I don't know if they still make this blush, but it is a nice natural blush color. It's not really coming up all that well. It is old, so it might be at the point that it, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's a nice subtle blush. Next, from Laura Mercier, I got this out of a BoxyCharm box. This is her blush color infusion, and this is in the color Kia Royale. So this is a nice deep purple. This is the packaging. It has a mirror, and this is the blush itself. So as you can see, it's a nice plummy color. So I really like that. It would have been cool to have tried these blushes on this face, but that would have been a major undertaking. Let's see what we have next. Oh, this is one of my favorite blushes. It's actually a highlighter. It's a Killawatt highlighter from Fenty. And this is in Moscow Mule and Ginger Binge. I tend to use the Moscow Mule side, which is this side here. And I really like that. It's like, I know it's a highlighter, but it really gives great color on the cheek. And I like it. And it's very shiny and shimmery, but it's beautiful. Let me do the other side as well. So I don't use this as a highlighter. I use this particular compact as a blush. Next, we have from NYX Ombre Blush. This is in Feel the Heat. And it has a mirror, and this is the blush. So this is an orangey blush, as you can see. But I typically stay in this particular range here. And this is the color swatched out. Okay. That Fenty blush doesn't want to move. Everything else has been coming off pretty well with that microfiber towel. But that Fenty highlighter, it has remnants. Now this is something that I got off of Amazon. And this is a NARS blush in the color Taos or Tails. And I really like it. It has a mirror. And this is a satin blush. And it's like a pinky rosy gold color. But I really like it on the skin. It complements my skin tone very well. And I really like it. Next, now this is an oldie. This is from Lorac Pro. It is her powder cheek stain in Rosy Glow. I think I used this a few times. And it does have a subtle, so this is more of a satin blush. I'm going to start also doing swatches on the inside of my hand. I think that I'll be able to show you a little bit better of the true color of the blush here versus you'll see how it will look on my skin here, but the true color of the blush you'll be able to get here. So let's try that. Okay, from Mented. Now this is a great blush. I do like it. And this is in the color Clay Too Much. So this is from Mented. Clay Too Much. It has a mirror. And this is like an everyday color. Like a terracotta clay color. That's that. Okay, and let's see if it wipes away very well. Okay. Next, from the Lip Bar, I have a blush that is also incorporated into a face kit. The name of the blush is Smize. It also has a face powder, a contour powder, and a highlight. But this is the blush here, Smize. This is like an orangey color here. So you can see this definitely complements my skin tone. It's a beautiful, like orangey, pinky coral situation. From Black Radiance, we have their Artisan Color Baked Blush in Warm Berry. Now, I think I showed you in my What's in This Drawer video the Toasted Almond, but I didn't show a swatch of it. But this is the blush from Black Radiance. They still sell this, so this is a nice warm, like they say, berry color. And Mented blush wanted to stain a little bit. This is the color, the warm berry. And that's the warm berry there. Now here's a cream blush. This is in Rosé Latte from Fenty. And this is the only one of those that I've purchased. And this is in Rosé Latte. I thought this would be a great blush, like a very neutral skin tone flush. It's beautiful. And that's Rosé Latte. So it's a rosy brown. And that's beautiful. I love it. Now this is a favorite. And I don't use it a lot, if at all, anymore, because this is from Fashion Fair. And this is the color Chocolate Chip. And I can't find it anywhere. So you see I liked it. I hit pan on it. I'll give you a swatch of Chocolate Chip. It just makes me happy. It's deep. It looks ruddy, but it looks so good on the cheek. It's almost like a natural flush for me. Now my finger is getting stained, so I'm using one of the, so see, this is the towel itself, and it doesn't move around a lot, which I like. The It ones just kind of like moved all over the face. No matter what you did, it kind of like bunched up and moved all over the face. It didn't stay in what area you were in. The scent is pleasant enough. It's supposed to be rose water and coconut. And it does get out the product. It's just not as wet as I would like it to be. But this Chocolate Chip, if you can find it, you're my complexion, maybe a little lighter, Chocolate Chip from Fashion Fair is a great blush. From Tarte. I don't know where I got this from, but I know that I didn't purchase it, so it probably came in one of those beauty subscription boxes. And this is in the color Blushing Bride. And this is the color. I think it's magnetic, which is why the Tarte symbol is off to the side versus down at the bottom here. It has a mirror in it as well. Let's see. So it's just like a basic mid-tone pink that doesn't show up very well on my skin. It comes off very light. So you see how much I had to build that up, and you can still barely see it. From MAC, we have Raisin. Now this is a staple. I think almost every woman of color has this particular blush in their repertoire, in their collection. And that's MAC's Raisin. It's a matte blush, and I do prefer matte blushes to anything else. Let's see, I can probably do a better swatch than that for Raisin. But this is just a very natural flush of color. You might not even be able to see it because it's so natural. There we go. Raisin is great. I like it a lot. Okay, from Bare Minerals, their Gen Nude blush in the color But First Coffee. And I have a backup of But First Coffee. And this is the color. This is another mid-tone brown with a nice little rosy undertone to it, more of a coppery rose type situation. And there you go. And you can see that. Can you see that? I have to figure out where's a good place to put these swatches. I'm a very deep skin tone woman, so some things may not show up very well here, but as you place them on your brush and brush it onto the skin, it does give a flush of color. I typically blush from here to here. I like putting blush on the apples of my cheek. I have a very round face, so I like that. Okay, here's another staple, Sweet as Cocoa. Now this has some shimmer. So this is a shimmer blush. Shimmer. So it's a sheer tone shimmer blush. Let's see. And I don't want the colors to come off like I'm bruised, because they're very beautiful colors. And I'm sure everyone has had a, this is also another staple from MAC, from their blush collection that most women of deep skin tone have in their collection. Let's see, let's find some more obscure stuff here. So I have from Becca a shimmery skin perfector in the color Topaz. Now I'm not messing around with this. How do you open? Let me get this open. So I think everybody had Topaz at some point. This is Topaz. And I've tried to use it, but I'm not a big highlighter person. Not really at all. And I have a second highlighter in Chocolate Geode from Becca. So let's do a side by side of those two products, shall we? So you can see that they're coming off looking the same, but the Chocolate Geode is just a hair darker than the Topaz. They could possibly be interchangeable. So this is Topaz, and this is Chocolate Geode. So I would say, by having both, that if you like a lighter highlighter go for the Topaz. If you want something a little bit more deeper, more bronzy, go for the Chocolate Geode. So this is Topaz, this is Chocolate Geode. And they're looking very similar, but the Chocolate Geode is just a touch deeper. One is more golden, one is more bronzy. Let's see here. Oh, from Shea Moisture. This is an eyeshadow that I chose to use as a blush. I didn't like it as an eyeshadow as much as I liked it as a blush. And this is in the color Sand. Oh, it is a blush. Okay. Maybe that's why I didn't like it as a eyeshadow, because it is an actual blush. And it's in color Sand by the brand Shea Moisture. I'm not sure if they still have this particular brand being sold, but I bought this from Ulta. From Ciate London, I have their Marbled Light blusher in the color Burnt. This came from a BoxyCharm. I know I suspended doing swatches, but that's because I'm finding that most of my colors are particularly the same. This is a great blush palette. This is from Alamar, and this is their Colorite Blush Trio in Dark and Rich. This is Deserted, Oasis, and Candela. So these are pretty. I basically used the one in the middle and the one on the end. Those are the colors. Let's see. From Milani, this is a highlighter blusher. And this is their Golden Light Spotlight Face and Eye Strobe Palette. And I really enjoyed using this. I apologize for the lighting. I'm still working on lighting. You know how that is. Another NYX ombre blush in the color Nude to me. So this could be used as a bronzer and highlight if you wanted to. I will say that this Juvia's Place liquid lipstick is very comfortable. It doesn't feel dry, it's not cracking, it's not peeling, so I'm really liking that. From Clinique, we have Cola Pop Cheek Pop blusher. This is the one that has like the daisy embossed into it. This is a great color. It's like a red brown. It's very good. Very good. I really like it. As you can see, it's been used. I also, we're not going to get through it. I don't want to make this too long. I also have the Saharan Volume 2 from Juvia's Place. Never used. I've swatched, but not used. And the Saharan Volume 1 from Juvia's Place. From Mary Kay, we have Brick. This is in our very old packaging, but this is the color Brick. This is another one of those really lit from within natural cheek colors. And it's great. I don't know if I have one that's open somewhere. Probably in my Mary Kay compact, wherever that may be. Oh, and for something that's very, very affordable, here's the e.l.f. Quad blusher in the dark. and has a mirror. I think this was about $3, but this is great. You have a shimmer blush here, and you have colors that will definitely um, complement a darker skin tone. Now this is something that I don't particularly use. I thought that this color here would be better, would really work for me, but it doesn't, and this is a highlighter. It's just too light. It's just too light, but it's beautiful, which is why I still have it. I might find a way to use it maybe as a shadow or something. And that was from Bare Minerals. This is their Dimensional Powder Duo, a Rose Bat Blush and a Honey Glow highlighter. And they're matte, so it's a matte highlighter. This is from IT Cosmetics. This is their Confidence in Your Glow Skin Transforming Healthy Flushing Blush Bronzer. And this has a gradient, goes from light to deep, so it's your highlighter, your blush, and your bronzer. I have another one this is in the color Warm, Instant Warm Glow, and I have Instant Nude Glow, but that's at my job in my desk. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, this is a staple. This is from Revolution Beauty. This is their Vivid Baked Bronzer in Rock On World. This was the business, and it's broke. The lid is broken off, but this was the business for a minute. People were loving this. So there you go. I taped it. A lot of good that did, but there that is. I'm sorry that the true colors are not showing up. Everything's coming out looking golden, which is another reason why I'm not into bronzers highlighters that much, just because after a while they all, kind of look the same. It might just be a different brand or whatnot. From Josie Maran. Now this is a great blush for deep women of color, and even medium tone women of color. This is in the color medium dark, and this is the Argan Matchmaker blush from Josie Maran, and came with a blush brush that is awesome, that I bought 2 of these just to get the blush brush again. They didn't sell it separately, but this is a beautiful color. Next, from Fenty, we have their Diamond Bomb in Fenty Glow. Now, this sucker is so pretty. I use it as an eyeshadow though. It's a little deep, but I like it as an eyeshadow. Look at that. You're not going to be able to see that. My lighting is so bright. But I use it as an eyeshadow. It's beautiful. It's like a rosy undertone with green and gold flecks in it. It's just beautiful. So I use it as an eyeshadow. And it sparkles. Oh, how it sparkles, which is why I wouldn't put it on the Diamond Bombs on my cheeks, because they are full of sparkle and I'm not down for that. So this is my microfiber towel doing its job. What else is in here that's worth mentioning? Oh, I was loving this. Too Faced. This is just a sample of it, a mini. Your Love is King Love Flush Long Lasting 16-Hour Blush. Now these blushers were very popular when they first came out. This is Your Love is King. This is beautiful. It's a deep, deep rosy tone. Beautiful. Oh, and here's my second Josie Maran blush. I knew I had to back up because I bought the, why is this magnetized? Here's a blush from Mary Kay. It's in the color Ginger Snap. And it's a peachy, it's more of a peachy coral. But as you can see, I've used this very much. I have a significant dip this way. It's a dip down in here, and it's beautiful. So don't sleep on your Mary Kay blushes. They are wonderful. Let's see. From Clinique, we have a blush in Spiced Wine. It's shimmery. And this is their blushing blush powder. It comes with this blush brush. So that's that. From Kat Von D, from Lolita, I'm sorry, Kat Von D, the Lolita eyeshadow and blush. This was very, very popular. And it's very pretty. It's something that you can use on your eyes and your cheeks. And I think that's all I'll be able to share. I don't want to make this too long. Plus, I don't want to have to sit here for 2 hours while I upload. I have the worst uploading speed. This is a, now this one is an eyeshadow that I use as a blush from Shea Moisture in the color Plum. So we all know what Plum looks like. And from Florrie Roberts, we have their blush in the color Chili. This has some, and this is almost gone, but it's shimmery. But it's a beautiful coppery rosy tone. So as you can see, I go for more rose tones in my, and here's a mineral blush in the color Spice from Shea Moisture. And from NYX, their Cheek Contour Duo Palette in the color Wine and Dine. So, bronzer, contour, and blush. What is this thing? Oh. And from my Ofra Pro Z palette, we have 2 more Mary Kay blushes. These 2 down here. And these are blushes from Makeup Geek. I don't know where it is from. So this is some random blush. This is Makeup Geek. No, Makeup Forever, I'm sorry. So the one on the end is from Makeup Forever. These 2 are from Makeup Geek. And this is a random blush that I must have depotted out of an old blush palette or some palette that I was interested in, this particular color blush. These 2 are from Mary Kay. We have Berry Brown, which is beautiful. And we have Cinnamon Stick. And I think I showed you Cinnamon Stick in another but these are both matte blushes. So I prefer matte, then satin, and shimmery, glittery ones only if I absolutely have to. So we're gonna end here. I do still have some blushers in the, but the ones that I pulled out are ones that I typically go for the most. If I were to use my blushes or whatever, those are the ones I would typically go for the most. And I want to thank you for spending your time with me going over these blushers and looking at them and seeing the beauty of them and looking at the different finishes and different brands and what the brands have to offer. I'll start, because before I think I kind of got stuck on this LYS blusher. So we're going to start moving into more of the ones that I have and use those a little bit more in my in my videos. I don't do tutorials because I never know what I'm going to do, so I can't tutor you and or teach you how to do something that I have no idea what I'm going to do. But yeah, that's it for right now. Until the next video, stay whimsical, let your inner whimsy shine, and I'll see you then. Thank you so much for your time, for your subbing, for liking, for commenting. It is much appreciated from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.